Greetings. This is the explanation for the speech of introduction. So, the speech of introduction, you are going to interview one of your classmates. I'll assign you guys in the first couple days of class. Reach out using Blackboard. You can just use the send an email function. Under course tools, there should be an ability to send an email. So just reach out. You can send your email, and what I would like you to do is I would like you to ask questions. So the types of questions that are good are open-ended questions. You don't want to ask, "Do you like bacon?" And then the other person goes, "Yes, I like bacon. It's very good in my BLT sandwich." Okay. Um, you want to ask open-ended questions, things like, "What was it like growing up in Rockaway?" Okay. How did it feel to finally graduate high school in the middle of a pandemic? Whatever questions that you have, I want those to be the questions that drive this speech of introduction. So I want to just briefly put down a list of questions that we might ask. So things like, where were you born? Okay. We might ask questions such as, um, you know, where do you currently live? What are your hobbies? What is your favorite food? Maybe what is your favorite holiday and why? Where is the coolest place you went on vacation to? And could you share a story? Maybe what do you want to be when you grow up? Those are all totally acceptable questions. So, what I want you to do is to do an interview. Then you're going to take the answers from those questions and you're going to produce a short speech. If you speak for 60 seconds, okay, you will earn yourself 100% on the speech. That's it. That's all you have to do. You have to produce a 60-second speech and deliver that speech on speech day, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to interview myself. For lack of I don't want to put my, family on the spot here, but for lack of a better, way to do this, I'm going to interview myself. So I'm going to have a list of questions here. So first question I would like to ask myself is, where were you born? I was born in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Okay, cool. Um, where did you grow up? Well, when I was 10, we moved from North Jersey to a small little town in southeast Michigan outside of Detroit. Very good. What was it like where you grew up? It was very quiet. There was quite a lot of factories. It's known for being a vacation town, quite like the place where I live currently. So that's pretty nice. Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up? I would like to own a restaurant when I grow up. I think it would be really cool to, source some foods and make some stuff to eat. What is your favorite food and why? My favorite food is pizza. I used to work in a pizza restaurant, so it's really fun to experiment with different kinds and taste different kinds as well. Okay, and finally, um, if you could visit any place in the world, where would you go? I would like to visit Rome. My grandfather, when I was a kid, my grandparents visited all over Europe, and I was always fascinated by their trip to Rome. So I think it would be really cool to check Rome out. Okay, perfect. So what I would like to do now is give me a second. I'm going to produce a speech. All right. Now I just have the the answers. Typically, the way I do this is I just take the information and I produce a speech. So, all right, coming on down for The Price is Right, we have our contestant, Rob Conrad Lozon, hailing all the way from Metro Detroit, Michigan, where he spent most of his life. He was born in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and he's now back in New Jersey teaching at County College of Morris. When he grows up, he would like to own his own sit-down restaurant where the menu rotates and changes on a daily basis. His favorite food is some sort of pizza. It can be any kind. He's a fan of many kinds of pizza, Detroit style, Chicago style, New York style, whatever style, that's his favorite. And when he wins our game show, he would like to visit Rome. Let's give a round of applause to our contestant, Rob Lozon. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm looking for. Just be creative with it. I'm not looking for a list. I'm not looking for you to get up here and going, I interviewed Megan Smith, and Megan likes ponies. Megan enjoys ice cream. When I spoke to her, she said she broke her leg when she was a kid, and she has to constantly get her bone reset. It was a pleasure to speak to Megan. Okay, I want you to be a little bit more creative. You can make somebody their own Pokemon card. You can, give them a magic identity or whatever. You can do a game show introduction like I did. You can tell a story of theirs, right? These are all creative ways. I want you to start the creativity juices flowing. This class is an art class, okay? Whether you want to think of it as an art class or not, this class is an art class. So let's start getting into the habit of thinking of our speeches as art. So that's the speech of introduction.